Okay, so this is like my third try trying to do a voiceover, so I will probably interrupt you again. Anyway, so I'm going to do a mixed media art journal page today, and I have started with gessoing, and you can still see the book pages underneath. Um, I don't really care because I'm going to cover it with this mint paint that I'm mixing, and but I really like working with this book that I found. Just like a thrift store. It costs like nothing, and I really love it because it has images, text, notes. It's a children's book, it has all of that, and I can choose if I want text to show through, or music notes, or if I want to work with the images, or if I don't like them, I can paint over them. So I really like working with it, and it's actually almost full, and I have never ever worked for the art channel till the finished page. So, well, cross your fingers. So, anyway, the reason I'm being interrupted every time is that we actually going away to the mountains tomorrow, or the mountains. I don't know. You know where the place you go skiing. Well, I am not skiing. I have a really bad back and I'm in pain, but I'm going along with them so they can ski and they can buy me hot cocoa. I think that sounds like a plan. And here we have the GPS that I'm updating. I can do a lot of things at once. Apparently I can do our art journal page and update our GPS. I am pretty awesome. So I have laid down the paint, and as you can see, it's not full coverage. Well, the paint is, but I used a palette knife and I like sort of scraped off where I wanted the text to show through. So now I'm going to go in with a white paint, and I'm just going to do some sketchy lines or stripes. Stripes is my favorite pattern, and I really like when they are like, the sketchy painterly, not perfect. Well, I do like perfect stripes too. I like stripes. Yeah. Some people like hearts and stars. I like stripes, okay? Yeah. So anyway, the second element I'm going to add is more paint, and I'm going to do some little buttercups. I think that is what you call it in English. I am not like 100% comfortable naming flowers in English. I'm pretty good in Swedish, but in English, so anyway, I think they're buttercups. Um, in Sweden we call them ranunkel. Yeah, it's not a pretty word for a very pretty flower. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, I really like the mint color with the white stripes and these yellow flowers. I really like how they go together. And the inspiration or the challenge with this page is that I have done tons of art journal pages lately. Not many I have filmed, sadly, but I have done a lot of pages, and they have been very heavy, very grungy, dark, and I really wanted to make something a bit more fun, a more spring thing. Um, I didn't want it to look at it like, oh, this is dark, like you're falling down a pit. I want it to be bright. Oh, and speaking of bright, yeah, there I just knocked the camera. That's really good. So anyway, that was the inspiration. No brown, no black, just really light, which is a bit. Yeah, I think I really consciously think about my work, and I say like, okay, what I'm doing now? Well, today I'm doing distress. Okay, is that because that's all I can do, or because I really want to? And I sometimes I really challenge myself. So yeah, and I think it's really fun, especially when I know I have something when it's hard. So right here, I'm covering up the leaves I made. I think they looked awful. So I just covered up with some paint, and then I went over all the flowers one more time, because the yellow paint is semi-transparent, and that means that the stripes sort of show through, and I just want to give the flowers more, uh, give them more like, I don't know what you call it. Um, so I did a second coat on them, And yeah, and I really like my my dryer. It's like the best. Yeah, could not do this without it. So to go with this sort of theme, I thought, okay, what is going to be about? And I thought that it was going to be like celebration, and I really wanted to make like banners. So the pink with white are napkins, and the other one is really old book pages, and I'm just going to cut them and then make a banner. Really, really easy, like the easiest ever, really. And yeah, so the pen I'm using for this layout is Fiber Crystal Medium, and I love these pens. They are the best. So I just made 2 lines so that the banners have something to hang on to. And yeah, really easy. And the this is actually some makeshift sort of a multi-medium gel medium thing. It's my favorite glue, just sped out with water. Um, it works fine, sort of. Yeah. So I'm just mixing napkins and book pages. The napkins are um, very transparent, but yeah, I think it works pretty good. And you can see the book pages below. And yeah, and I like these book pages. They come from a very small book, so the text is really tiny, and it's I think like a Swedish German dictionary or something. Um, and I don't speak a word of German, so yeah, I thought it would be best to use it like this. Now I'm going to use this dabber. I got it when I bought my gelatos, and I just dab it in white and yellow paint to make these little dots, and I'm going to make little light bulbs. And I'm like sort of proud of myself to getting on this idea because I love the result of it. Um, I did mess up, not just the leaves, but I did mess up in the end, and I will talk to you about that later. So yeah, I just outlined the light bulbs and then drawing like the little um, light bulb thing, and I really like how it turns out. And yeah, I just covered each and every one of them with glossy accent, and I didn't get that on tape. But I'm going to do work on the like the title or quote or whatever. So I'm going to take this napkin that I cut before, and I'm going to write "celebrate" in Versamark black ink, and just going to take this sponge and dab it on. And I don't even care if I like don't get the letters perfect or anything. Now, the reason why I do it on napkins, for 2 reasons. One, I would not be able to get this good, clear impressions on the page, um, and it feels better to do it like on a paper beside if I mess up. And then when I will glue it on, the paper you can hardly see it, but you can still get some texture, and that is what I wanted. So I write "celebrate" and then I go with my tiny wood letters. Well, they're not tiny, but it's tiny compared to this. So, and I'm going to write "celebrate the tiny things." And if you can hear that in the background, that I think is my father. Yeah, he's very cheerful today. He's the one who's interrupting me all the time. Yeah, he's like, "Do you bring ski pants?" I'm like, "No, I do not." And he was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I want ski." He was like, "Oh, that explains it." Yeah, and I'm a bit tired, so my pronunciation of the English words is not up to scratch today, and I am sorry for it. But yeah, I can blame it on my Swedish heritage. We don't have perfect English, so so I just removed because the napkins are like 3 layers, and here you can see me gluing it on, and it sort of disappears, but I still wanted to show like it's on the napkin, so I just take my finger when it's wet and like pull the edges to seal it, and that you get a little bit of texture. So To finish the page, I just sprayed with Tarot Angel Pearls. And here it is, and I'm really happy with it, and I hope you liked this video. Now, the thing I messed up is that I closed my book too soon, so the glossy accent on the light bulb stuck to the paper, so here you can see it. So let it dry. So have a great week, and I hope to see you soon.